Dylan Thompson, Chase Motorsports Coach and Trailer Sales in beautiful Paducah, Kentucky. It's actually a little cloudy here today. We're trying to beat the rain, but I've got a brand new coach that I had to show you. So this one is actually sold. I don't want to get you hyped up like it's available. We are going to go ahead and post all the photos on the website at chasecoach.com, but this one is actually sold. But I still had to come up with a cool name. And actually, this one's got two names. Cloud 9 is the name of this coach. It's a brand new 2026 Peterbilt 567 with a Renegade XL conversion. This is the 45 BBC, meaning it has the bunk beds in it. It's got 2 full bathrooms. And oh, just wait till you see the showers in this Renegade. You know, I don't know where the limit's at. Every time I see one of these new XLs or a new Classic, they keep getting nicer and nicer and nicer. And again, I'm going to make this video a little quicker than normal. We're trying to beat some weather. This coach is fixing to roll out, so you'll see a video on our Facebook and Instagram of it leaving the driveway. Hopefully not in the rain, but we'll see. All right, so 2 names. Cloud 9, a.k.a. also known as Pauline's Peterbilt. If you know, you know. All right, 2026 X15 Cummins, 605 horsepower, Peterbilt 567 chassis. Now the XL, you'll notice, has the fiberglass cap up over the bunk. So up over the cab. No bunk on this one, over the cab. Now the 45 BBC Renegade XL does have the 2 bunk beds mid-coach. 120 gallons of fuel, so you'll fill on the 1 tank right here under the driver's door. The DEF fluid is in that first little compartment there. This coach is full painted, so every XL that leaves Renegade will have full body paint on it. I wish the sun was out because this thing just glows in the sunlight. I've got a little underglow lighting going on now. You can see that shade of blue. But anyways, fully loaded, full body paint. I went ahead and had them put the Gerard, the little electric shade over the window there. It's got the extra outdoor scene lights. It's got the 4-position camera system. So you can see to the left of that scene light, the camera there. It's got a camera on the passenger side, the driver's side, front and rear on this one. Also, Bad Chad and his brother John, straight out of Ocala, Florida, been up here with us polishing the wheels. I said, hey, hit those exhaust tips while you're at it. So they got those too, got the tank done for us. We appreciate those guys more than you will ever realize. Polishing aluminum. Don't know if you've ever seen it done, but there is an art to making it look right and getting it done. 40,000 pound towing capacity on this XL. It's already wired for the Voyager backup camera, so if you got that on your trailer, you're in business. Everything's here. It's already got the 7-way spade for the marker lights. It's already got the glad hand little fittings there, the 2 brass fittings out the back. So it's got the hitch cam, it's got the backup camera. I like the little kind of spoiler there on the back and all the lighting. Holy cow, this thing going down the road at night, you can see all the marker lights along the top, all the little red 3/4 lights there at the top, and then all of the uprights. And how about the stainless inserts? So the gentleman and his wife that are buying this XL from us, when they first, I sent them some pictures from the factory, and one of their questions was, can you put the stainless down the bottom of it? Well, come to find out, I knew, but I had to tell them that's a standard option on this from Renegade. So they were very excited to see that. And what we're talking about is that lower stainless little skirting. It's probably 10-11 inches tall that runs along the bottom of the coach on both sides. Michelin tires, outdoor entertainment system. It's got the outdoor cooler. On the outdoor entertainment, we've got a 43-inch Samsung TV and a JBL soundbar there. So when they're up here polishing, we have them do the steps, we have them do the tank, just pretty much anything aluminum, it's going to be done. So stick around. I'm going to open up all the belly compartments. We're going to go through those, and then we will make our way into the interior. And OMG, It's the Essence White with the high gloss finish. Wow. Just stick around. Appreciate you watching. All the photos at chasecoach.com. All right, get everything opened up. As per the usual, we'll start over here on the passenger side. Huge storage bay here. All of the storage bays on this one have the bed liner in them, so extra protection and extra, little layer of insulation, waterproofing. So to me, having this bed liner in there keeps, over time from water and stuff getting in. And let's talk about how sealed the Renegade bays are. When you shut this door, you'll see the door has dual hinges, and it also has dual latches. When you shut this door, it is like it'll push pressure. Like if it's a single door, like not a door with the dual bays or two doors like this one, but if it's the single door, it'll literally like shoot air out the top of the door when you close it. I mean, they are like airtight, which is really good. I mean, if they're airtight, that means water, bugs, and stuff, aren't going to get in while the coach is setting or driving down the road. So big storage bay up here. I'm going to say that bay's probably every bit of 4.5, 5 foot long and about 2 foot depth, and honestly about 3 foot tall. So for a Super C, big bay. Next one over here is a 95-liter dual zone cooler, meaning you can chill drinks on each side. You can do like a chill drink on one side and a freezer on the other. You can do dual zone or both zones on freezer. It's a 95-liter. Now, this is the new style Dometic. It's the CFX 5. The old one was the CFX 3. I think they changed it because they've had quite a bit of problems. We had a few warranty claims on them, and it was always kind of the same issue. So good thing they acknowledged that there was an issue, and this one's the CFX5, which is the new model. So it's on this little pull-out tray. You just grab it, pull it out. There's no ice required. Open the door up, and you've got, two different little bins here. You can put drinks in both. You can do freezer out of both. That is strictly up to you. So easy access. Over here's the AquaHot system. So full 600D, so 600 Delta. On the AquaHot, it's the big guy. Typically the 450 is what Renegade used for years other than the Icon. But when they took the Icon line out in 23, they promised to move some of the Icon features and amenities over to the XL line, and exactly what they did. So the 600D is the big guy, AquaHot hydronic heating system. So that's for your hot water and your air that's going to blow out by the floor. Back here's another big storage bay. Now this one's got the 3/4 pass-through. You can see it goes up under the frame rail. It's nice if you've got lawn chairs or tables and stuff that maybe won't fit in the standard 24-inch depth storage bay up there. You can put them back in here. And something else I just want to mention that I've noticed on each bay that I've walked up to here is the light comes on. So really cool. They're using motion activated lights. You can see the little LED light up under there. That is motion activated. So if you open the door and it sees something move, it automatically comes on. You don't have to reach up in there as it's dark out and find the switch, etc. Something we did on this one, we made a little wood crate for the spare towel, which I think is great because, you may not, hopefully, you don't need spare towel today, tomorrow, or even in the first year of owning the coach. But let's say the coach is 5 or 6 years old and, it's flexed a little, the floor's moved around. I mean, it's a house bouncing down the road. Keep that in mind. So let's say you do end up with a cracked towel, or you dropped a jar of pickles on it and cracked a towel. Well, having the spare towel is crucial because, I can order you more towel, but, getting towel that's going to match exactly what's on the floor, like out of the same batch, is probably 5, 6 years down the road is probably not going to be realistic. So anyways, when I said all that to say, having the spare towel and keeping the spare towel in good condition is very crucial in my opinion. So we had Jim. Have I ever told you about Jim? You've heard of the jack of all trades. We have the Jim of all trades here at the shop. So Jim made this custom little wood crate for the towel to go in. You can set that in your garage or your shop or whatever. And It's safe and sound. So when you go to need it, it's not in the original cardboard that they come in and, potentially broke. Anyways, another storage bay back here. We've got the tow hook holes. I hope you never need them, but if you do need them, you'll be glad you got them, okay? It's got the glad hand fitting, so if you need to haul a trailer with air ride or air brakes, you got that. The coach is equipped with central vac, and that's what all the vac accessories are. You can see the central vac system there. So you can take the hoses out of the little netted bag. You can hook it in here and use the central vac outside. You can plug the central vac in under the bed. You can sweep. It's actually got the floor sweep option too under the bed. So I'll show you that. In the cardboard box back there in the corner is the 2-inch ball and the 2 5/16 inch ball that goes back here. So if you take this little reducer, this is going from 2.5 to 2. So it's got a 2-inch, your standard receiver. Okay. So if you pull this out, put the 2 5/16 ball in, you've got a 2 5/16 ball, right? Or if you put the 2 5/16 ball in, you pull this little pin and pull this back. This little thing comes back to the ball and creates a pintle hitch. How cool is that? So with the Gen Y hitch, it's the rail system. You can see these rails. You can adjust the height of the hitch. And we also sell the Gen Y Victory Lane, which is a torsion, basically a torsion rubber ride hitch. It's not an air ride hitch, but it's a torsion rubber hitch. We sell those, and we'd be more than glad to tell you more about them if you need more info. 40,000 pound towing capacity. Back here on the left rear is going to be the automatic transfer switch. You also have your 50 amp shore power, okay? So big 50 amp shore power. The cord's about 30 foot long. They also send a little 50 to 30 adapter down there. And the buddy plug. So if anyone ever has to plug into your coach, they need to bum power off of you, or let's say you're pulling a trailer that you want to run power, off this generator to your trailer, not a problem. It's got that in there too. Over here's the 12.5 Onan diesel generator, and it's got a measly 1.3 hours on it. So we try to do a test on everything that goes through here. We try to put at least a half hour on them under a load and ensure everything's good. Brand new generator, full factory warranty, 1.3 hours on it. Next up is the wet bay. So this is where you're going to put water in the coach. It also has the new Valterra electric dump valve. So if you want to dump the tanks, that's where you'll open and close the valves, is over here. Now, down here you have a low point drain. So when you go to winterize, you'll open that up. That's the lowest point on the plumbing. You have a pressurized spigot where the little red handle is there. So if you want to hook something up and fill a 5-gallon bucket full of water, you want to get water out of the coach, you can open up that red valve, and with a water pump on, it makes pressure there. You have your hose reels. So to put water in the coach, basically you just take and pull this hose out. You connect it to the water spigot on your shop, your house, at the campground. If you want to use city water, you raise the valve up like that. So if you put water pressure to this hose and that green valve is raised up, you're going to have city pressure, meaning outside water pressure through this hose is going to go to the shower, the sinks, all the fixtures inside. Now, if you want to fill the tanks, you drop that down. You put water pressure to this, you drop that down, and you can put water inside the coach. So it holds 150 gallons underneath the bed. Over here you have a black tank flush and a cable connection. You can test your battery level. So we got 12.9 volts, freshwater 0, gray 0, black 0. To open the black and gray valve, you use the electronic valves. Used to, Renegade just had the manual cables, which I'm going to say electronics are great if they work, right? And I think, Renegade was a little late to the game with the electric valves. I mean, you've seen a lot of your Newmar coaches and stuff, they've been using those electric valves for years, and they work good. So Renegade is, sometimes I think their mentality is, why reinvent the wheel? If it's rolling good, leave it be. But I think they had multiple requests to put in the electric valve. So anyways, you can see it says open valve. You just press that. Open valve to close it, you drop them down. So currently, both the gray and black valves on this coach are in the closed position. Has the spray away connection. This is nice. It comes with this little hose. It's got a little quick connect fitting with an O-ring. You basically hook him in there. If your water pump's on, it's gonna, you got shower, cone mode, wash your dog, wash your muddy boots off. etc. Has a whole house water filtration system with a 10-inch filter. You can see that there. It does come with a brand new spare filter too inside the coach. Has the flow jet macerator sewer system. So again, you'll come over here and open your black tank first. You got a little ball valve here. See the little black valve? When you open that up, if the macerator pump is on, which is the flow jet, see the little switch with the red down there? It says flow jet. That's what you'll turn on to dump the tanks. So the process goes like this. Make sure this is in the closed position, just like it is. Come over here and turn the flow jet on, the little red switch. Open the black, so press this up. You'll hear the little valve open. The pump is on, and when you open up that black valve, when you put it in like, open, which is like that, you're going to have sewer, okay, coming out of the bottom. So be mindful of that and be ready. It comes with a different adapter, so different campgrounds have, different size sewer openings. You can see the small one, the bigger one, and you don't have to use that. We actually had a customer that we just sold a brand new Classic to. He didn't want the macerator. He said, hey, leave it on there. I just want the standard 3-inch hose that connects right there. He said, that's what I've camped with for years, and I don't want to use the macerator. No problem, sir. We can accommodate. So we fixed him up by disconnecting it and gave him a 3-inch sewer hose. All is good, right? 75 gallons of black water, 75 gallons of gray water, and then remember, 150 gallons underneath the bed. All right, now to one of the most important parts of the coach is the battery and inverter system. This guy's got 1,080 amp hours of lithium power on board. It's got 4 of the Game Changer 3.0 lithium batteries. Dragonfly Energy lithium, pretty sure they have a 10-year factory warranty, which for a battery, I remember when a year warranty on a battery was a long time. 10-year warranty on batteries, to me, that's incredible. It's got solar charging. I need to confirm how many watts. I'm thinking the XL comes with either 800 or 1,000 watts of solar. You can see the Victron Energy Blue Solar charging system. And then this one has the dual 3,000 watt inverter. So, yep, you are correct. You can run the middle roof air conditioner off of the battery. So one of those inverters back there is dedicated to the middle roof air. The other inverter is going to run your refrigerator, your microwave, and a lot of the outlets that are spread throughout the coach. So see that light turn on, the little motion? Super cool idea. And I know that was a simple upgrade for them, but sometimes the simplest upgrades are the best, right? All right, next one up is going to be, I'm going to say a little bit of storage. The coach will also come with the air hose. Now, it's not here. I've got to find it, or I'm going to send one to you guys, but we've got to find the air hose that quick connects. So that basically, if the coach is running, you can, it's going to build 120 to 130 PSI, and you can quick connect the hose in there, air up a tire, air up an inner tube. Let's say you're going on a big float trip and you need to air up the tube to go, down the float, down the river, whatever. You can use that to air it up. It's got your hydraulic leveling. So if the hydraulic leveling ever, isn't working, check that little resettable breaker. Got some fuses down here that go to some various things on the coach. And then that is your engine battery. So they're also known as chassis batteries. If the for some reason the big Cummins under the hood up here won't start and it seems like dead batteries, that's where you want to go. You're not jumping those. Those are for the house side. So chassis batteries are there, and there's 3 of them. Next up's the DEF tank. Just like that polished fuel tank, you have a polished DEF tank, which makes it really nice because when that DEF fluid gets on stuff, it makes a chalky, just nasty mess. So at least with this polished stainless cover, you can easily wipe it off and throw a little polish on it over time and keep him cleaned up. Look at that. You could shave in that. Bad Chad and his brother John. Cloud 9. I don't know, the name just seemed fitting. It's white, it's pretty, and oh, just wait till you see the inside. Coming soon. All right, let's talk about keyless entry. So we can program that. We need a 5-digit code. We can program that. Basically you'll hold the 1-2 to lock everything. You'll punch your code in and hit the 1-2 to unlock the door. You'll punch your code in and hit the 3-4 to unlock the storage bays. It does have power storage bays, or you'll punch the code in and hit the 7-8 to unlock not only the bays, but the door as well. So to unlock everything, punch the code in that we said and hit the 7-8. Again, to lock everything, you just hold your finger on the 1 and you'll hear the door lock and the baggage doors will lock. So power keyless entry comes with the key fob, and then we can set up the code for you. So the keyless entry code. Again, 45-foot overall length. This is a 2026 brand new Renegade XL. It's the X45 BBC, which has the bunk beds, mid coach. This one in particular has sleeping capacity for up to 6 people. Very comfortable. It's got a booth style dinette that seats 4. It's all Villa furniture too. Really nice. So, all right, we've talked about the interior enough. It's time to take a little stroll. We're going to look at travel mode. So this is what the coach is going to look like going down the road, okay? So full solid service. It's very similar to tile entryway. Very easy to keep clean. All right. Ooh, doggy. Look at the cabinets. So this is the Essence White with the high gloss finish, and it is gorgeous, my friends. I've never done white cabinets, and you know, we asked Renegade, is that an option? Well, up until this year, it wasn't. I think they done it on the Valencia or maybe the Verona. I think they done it in white on some of those as kind of a little test run, and then they figured out how to, you know, make it kind of blend in and work. But this thing is gorgeous. Again, Essence White with the high gloss finish. It reminds me, in fact, 2 of the guys that work out here walked into this coach and said, Dylan, it looks like a brand new, very modern, you know, upper end home. And I said, I couldn't agree more. So you can see the quartz countertops. It's got the Krause big stainless sink with a cutting board. Anyways, we're talking about travel mode. I'll go through the rest here in a second. So the tightest part's going to be, you can see front entry, easy access, full walk-through cab, so there's no bunk to dip down and go under. The tightest spot's going to be between the fridge and this dinette booth, and that gets down to, I don't know, 12 inches or so, but plenty of room to still kind of shimmy through here and access the half bath. So what I said half, mid bath we'll call it, because it's a full bath, 2 full baths in this one. So you can see the tightest spot was between the fridge and the booth, but still enough room, like you're not going to scratch the fridge trying to go through there. You can access this full mid bath. You've got a toilet, you've got a sink, overhead medicine cabinet, mirror, the glass doors on the shower, and look at that shower. Got the little heads that spray you all different directions. All right, so that's travel mode. All the slides in it is a 3-slide unit. So you got the main slide here, and then you have a bed slide, and then the bunks are on a slide. So, all right. I'm going to get the slides opened, and we'll come in and do the full tour. I give you a little idea of what we're working with here and what travel mode looks like. So chasecoach.com, again, this coach is already sold. And that brings up another thing. If you would like to order a coach from us, give me a call. We have allocation. We have order spots with Renegade. Some stuff already on the way. And here the last couple of weeks, we've ordered a couple for customers just from scratch. Like we, placed a new order for them. It wasn't one that we had on the way already. So would love to earn your business. We're located in Paducah, Kentucky off of Interstate 24. Got a huge place here, guys. And we do all of our own service work here, and, any warranty, any questions, it's all handled right here in-house. So what did I say the other day? One call does it all. All right. Stick around. I'm going to run the slides out, and we'll finish it up. Thank you for watching. So I'm going to say we're not going to do an awning test on this one, or awning in the video, rather. It's a little windy, and look at that sky. I don't know if you can see that. Woo. All right. Welcome to Kentucky. I'm going to still say beautiful Paducah, Kentucky, but today it's looking a little airy out here. So I'm going to have Lauren, hey Lauren, throw a picture up of the awnings out. Let's do like a little slideshow with 3 views of the awning. You can see the awnings are the lateral arm dual pitch Gerards. There's 2 awnings, so they pretty much run the full length of the conversion from the back of the cab all the way to the back of the coach. And one thing I forgot, I didn't do like the cab or under the engine. I'm losing my mind today. It's just been busy. No, hey, but that's not an excuse. Busy is good. All right, inside the cab, we order all of the Peterbilts with a platinum cab. So if it's listed as an option, it's got it. It's got the heated and vented seats. You can see the little perforations in them. It's got the Peterbilt logo embroidered up there in the head. It's, the full adjustability on all the air, up, down, back, lumbar, sides. It's got 2 sets of keys, so, of course, new coach comes with that's what I was telling you, the little fob for the keyless entry. You can see that says entry lock, entry unlock, and then cargo lock and unlock. So all that's included. It's got the smart steering wheel, full digital gauge package, 609 miles on this one, just delivery miles. It's got the in-dash navigation and stereo and everything. Actually, I could be wrong on that. They put this Garmin in. I bet the navigation's up here. So this has the Garmin with a removable screen. So you can take that off there. It's got a magnetic dock. I bet that's the reason that is up there. I think I'm wrong on it. I don't think the navigation's there. I think it's up there. Cobra CB radio. Of course, your air brake. It's got the full lockers, so locking rear differentials. You can dump the air, full climate. Again, digital dash in the new Pete 567, and 2 pedals, gas and brake. We'll go ahead and look under the hood while we're over here. So hydraulic steering, dual hydraulic steering actually with this steer axle. I think this one's rated for 18,000 pounds on the steer. Cummins X15 with the 605 horsepower engine producing 1,850 foot-pounds of torque. Another little view, again, dual hydraulic steering boxes. You can see the one here on the passenger side. I want to show you the frame rail. These are lines for the Aqua Hot. So this coach has engine preheat mode, meaning you can turn the Aqua Hot on. You can let it get up to temp and then turn engine preheat on. And it actually will run hot antifreeze from the Aqua Hot through the engine block. Very, very cool. Now, what's even better is it works vice versa. So if the engine is running, you can actually go to your kitchen sink without the Aqua Hot on and turn your hot water on, and the water will be like lukewarm, not steaming hot, but warm, and it's getting heat from the engine where that same antifreeze, flows through the motor. This is smart. So they started putting a hydronic heating system preheat bypass. So I'm thinking they put that on there if you're ever working on the Aqua Hot. And you want to, you could shut that off to where you don't lose antifreeze. Or if you don't want during the summer the engine heat, heat from the antifreeze system on the motor that's going through the radiator and through the block, you don't want it creating heat inside the coach, so you could turn that off. Similar, like I remember older semi trucks we've had, and even some of the newer ones have like a little ball valve you can tighten, and it blocks the hot antifreeze from getting to the heater core, because during the summer, you don't want heat. You're trying to cool it and not make extra heat inside. All right, another little view over here, passenger side of the cab. You can see the door panels, little wood grain. Peterbilt. It's got the heated and vented seats. I mentioned that. That's the little switch down there for that. You can see the vent mode off or down is heat. Both of the seats are air ride, and this one, the passenger side, swivels. Does swivel around, gives you an extra seat for the back. The coach has equalizer systems, 4-point hydraulic leveling, so it's digitally calibrated. You just press auto level and you'll watch it, do its thing. These coaches weigh typically around 43 to 45,000 pounds. I don't know about you, but to me, that's heavy. It's a lot of weight, and the heavier they are, the better they ride. But when you do the auto level on this, you want to make sure to put like a 10 by 10 board or a 12 by 12 wood board, or, if you want to get really fancy, you can get like the little 2-inch thick neoprene little rubber feet that go underneath the coach, underneath the leveling feet. And what that's going to do is that's going to keep from scratching your new concrete at your shop. It's going to keep from punching a hole through some fresh asphalt that's just been poured at your buddy's house. Or If you're on like sand or gravel or grass that's a little soft, oh, it'll just shove one of those leveling feet plumb down into the earth, basically. So putting like I said, a 10 by 10 board or a 12 by 12 board underneath that leveling foot is not a bad idea. And I'll just show you one of the feet. See them there? So I think that's like 8 by 8 or so. So I'd say a 10 by 10 board or a 12 by 12, you should be safe. Challenger door on the new Renegade products for 26. So it's got the heavy duty screen door with a little sliding glass there and the screen in the top. I like this too. So if you have any pets that, you know, would claw a screen door, this is super nice. Challenger door, heavy, heavy, heavy duty with a Trimark latch. All right, back on the inside. Thank you for tuning in. And I want to say thanks for the subscribers too. You guys are great. If you're not a subscriber, jump on board with us. We're, again, out of Paducah, Kentucky. We buy, we sell, we trade. We do offer some consignments too. So if you got something to sell, give me a shout. Would love to help you with that. All right, so here we go. We'll start up here on the front, full walkthrough cab. So you can see you do not have to dip down at all to access the cab. You got some cabinetry overhead there for some storage. So behind the driver's seat, you have a sofa that seats 3 people. It's also got seat belts in it. That's a common thing I always forget to mention. People will call and say, you know, how many seat belts does that have for, you know, just, I guess, the legality side, maybe little kids riding with you. So pretty sure there's 3 here, and then there's 2 in the booth dinette. So I don't think they're on both sides. I think on the booth dinette, there's 2 seat belts on one side, then there's 3 here. So some cabinetry, little all maple cabinets with the Essence white high gloss finish. Let's raise the windows up too. They're all digital. So just go to this little MC remote, go to channel 0 and hit up. And all the windows, big windows back here at the dinette too. You can see all the original manuals. Bose soundbar up here inside the bedroom and the main living area. Samsung smart TVs. Starlink internet, that's something I don't want to forget. So we can activate that. If you're buying a coach from us that has Starlink, we can activate it for you. And if you're, if you're buying a coach that doesn't have Starlink, we also offer that installed here. We keep them in stock and can put them on the same day. So quartz countertops, you can see all soft close drawers here in the kitchen, actually throughout the coach, all dovetailed cabinetry. What do I always tell you? You can grab a cabinet door in a coach and tell the cabinet door, the grade of the cabinetry is going to tell you the grade of the coach. Promise you, every time. Big sink, we looked at that earlier. This Kraus stainless, got the drain over here in the corner. It's kind of beveled to it. This is cool. A cutting board where if you, cutting up, fruits, vegetables, meat, whatever, the juice will drain. See the little hole? That's cool. And then you got a drying rack and then a little strainer pan that comes with it. Over here, you could also use this as a cutting board. It is dual-sided, true induction cooktop, free set of cookware, comes with every coach here if it's got the true induction. Samsung convection microwave oven overhead. Over here is a 2 drawers on the bottom, 2 doors on the top. This is the newest Samsung, what I'm going to call fancy refrigerator. How about this? So what's cool, you can see I open up the door here on the left. It's got what they call the beverage center. So you've got this, you can keep water and you can keep it filtered. And then you can also just put your cup under there and press. You can keep some sodas or whatever, Monster, Red Bulls, whatever you drink, you can keep them in there. Or the door opens all the way up on each side too. So, you can do, what we did was the beverage door, which you grab the little latch down here on the bottom, you can see, or you can close that and actually open the whole thing up. Check out the fridge. I'm always impressed with where refrigerators are heading. I mean, who would have ever guessed? I'm going to say maybe they've been out for 10 years, but I'm going to give it 10 years ago that you would ever have basically like a huge iPad in your fridge door. Where is things heading with time is what I want to know. I'm mind-blowing all the time at things that I see. So another little ice bin down here. Comes a little scooper tray, more storage. Anyways, point being, the nicest refrigerator I've ever seen in an RV right there. Over here across from the fridge, you have some pantry storage, so little drawers. You do have to like push them. So to get them open, you push them, and what does it say? Push to open. Down here, you can store some stuff in there. There we go. It's got little wood things that little dividers to help you keep stuff in there, and more little drawers there. Over here is the washer and dryer. So washing machine on the bottom, Splendid brand dryer in the top. Very nice to have. If you don't need it, we can always remove it if you need extra storage. But got a little drawer down here to put your... Actually, I'm wrong. Glad I looked. That's actually where the valves are at to shut it off. So in the emergency that you have something breaks on the washing machine, or you just don't use it and you don't want to take a chance of water, pressurized on it, you can turn those valves off there. 3 drawers over here in the bunk area, 76-inch bunks. So big enough for a child, teenager, full-grown adult to sleep in. Nice and comfy. Brand new bedding, too. There's not a coach that leaves my facility without brand new bedding on it. The bunk beds also have the little holder over here for an iPad or something like that. You got a place to plug it in. Over here, you also have more outlets, USB and USB-C. That is the button for the window shade. So electric window shades, you can see you got full privacy in the bunk. Or you can do the day shade is just manual. So you can see that. I showed you earlier, it's got 2 full bathrooms. So mid-bath is here, Sandy Marin porcelain toilet, matching quartz countertop, medicine cabinet, mirror overhead. Over here's the first shower. Now this one's a little smaller than the one in the master, not by a lot, but a little. Rain head. This is new. They started putting in the little places there to set soap or your washcloth. And this coach, we elected to put both showers have a teak folding seat in them. 3-door, 3-panel glass sliding door too. So that's also a nice feature. Here we go. Make sure that clicks in. I just can't get over the white interior. I've seen black. I've seen brown. The white is just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. More storage. So adjustable shelving storage up and down. Sliding pocket door here. Okay, so this gives you full privacy. So if you're in the master and you're wanting privacy, you can shut that, and basically makes this little bunk area like its own little bedroom in a sense. Across from it here is full wardrobe with 3 drawers on the bottom, some doors, cedar-lined closet, and as many of you always ooh and ah over, check that out. So you can move the whole TV to gain access to put clothing, storage, and stuff like that in it. Down here, a couple drawers. This is nice. There's the remote. So you got another Bose sound bar and a 43-inch Samsung TV back here in the bedroom. Now, king-size bed in this one with an upgraded mattress, 72 by 80. You still have the little nightstands. They're just built a little different. I like this. I think I'm going to start putting this in a few of our builds. So a true 72 by 80 king bed. Number 1, it's a bigger bed. Number 2, it's a lot easier to buy sheets and stuff for. It's a normal size that, Bed Bath & Beyond or what's Target or, Walmart or someone's going to have bed sheets in stock. On each side of the bed, you have another outlet with a USB, USB-C, everything. Got a little nightstand there on each side, some overhead cabinets, and I think there's an outlet up in here too. Oh, yeah. See it back there on the wall. So you got an outlet not only on each side of the bed, but above the bed. All right, master bath. Another pocket door separates the master bath from the living area. Bigger shower, all tiled. How nice that is. Overhead rain head. Again, this thing going to spray you every direction you want to be sprayed. All right, it's got it covered. Another teak seat back here in the back. I like the drain. I think that's something you're going to start seeing, that style of drain in a tiled shower. Again, 3-piece sliding glass door. A little bigger vanity, place to put stuff. I'm going to call this her bathroom. The middle one is his bathroom. This one is her bathroom. Another Sandy Marin porcelain macerator toilet. Look at the lighting. I like the lighting along the top of that, even on the floor there. So, and I love the mirror. I just love a lot of things about this XL. I wish I could get more of them. Renegade only gives, each dealer so much allocation. So they give us, 2 to 3 a year, sometimes 4 if we're lucky. But all the original owner's manuals, both sets of keys, engine manual, chassis manual, touch-up paint, which is just one color. It's Tundra White. All of the manuals here, everything included. So quick recap. This coach is sold. Again, we're going to put the photos at chasecoach.com, but this one is sold and it's leaving. But we can order one like it for you. So if you're interested, please let us know and we can make it happen. All right. So thank you for watching the video of this 2026 Renegade XL 45 BBC. My name is Dylan Thompson, Chase Motorsports Coach and Trailer Sales in beautiful Paducah, Kentucky. Till next time, take care.